Yep. So let's talk through the process. Let's do a quick recap here. I guess before that, though, let's give the preface that most tenants are good people. Most tenants intend to pay. We are talking about that small subsection here. I don't want this to come off as like someone's 3 days late and you got to go slap them around. Like, right? Like
Yeah.
most people here are, trying to do the right thing. There, you are going to run into, just like in anything in life, there's 5%, 10%, whatever, the small handful that they're going to be problems for you. If you're teaching a classroom, there's going to be the problem child. Like that's what we are focusing on right now. We're not making a blanket statement here.
Oh, absolutely. And I think I'm biased too because I only deal with the people that are willing to go the distance through the eviction process. But the vast majority of tenants will work something out with the landlord, and you don't need an attorney or an eviction or anything like that. So
Correct. Like I guess that's the point I want to make from just being a good person perspective and the business perspective that most times you can work this. Most times you can work this out, right? Like, there's very few times where it's like, all right, there's no other evictions suck for everybody. It's the last choice for everybody, and sometimes you got to go down that route though.
I'll add one thing to that is it does require effort. Sometimes you're going to have, the tenants that are between the perfect paying ones and the ones we're going to talk about here today. There ends up being this level of communication. What's going on in your life? Your car broke down. Okay, that's fine. You're going to get paid next week. Confirm that. Touch base with me too. Like the level of communication then is up then versus they just sit there and wait and hope they do pay. And that's one thing I always like to put out there to newer investors of like these problems, don't go bury your head in the sand and at least communicate along the way.